Hi class, I want to help you as you prepare for your midterm video and critique evaluation. It's a two-part assignment, so the video is going to come in as a video recording, obviously, and the document that's going to attach to that in the same assignment page is going to be your critique and evaluation. So by now, hopefully you're thinking about a couple that you're going to be able to meet with, that you'll be able to take them through the tempo. If you do an individual, that's perfectly fine, but you'll need to make sure that you go through the tempo with that individual, and then the final needs to be with a couple. So you can do a couple, the same couple for the midterm and the final, so you'll know them, you'll already have some comfort with them. Or you can do an individual, and then maybe the individual's spouse for the final, or a completely different couple. But you have to do a couple for the final, either way. So if you've got a couple in mind, go ahead and meet with them, give them an idea of what you're going to be doing, what it's going to look like. It's a good idea to practice video, a 10 or 15 minute session with them to let them know what it's like, to check the sound. Make sure your video is set up on gallery view, not on speaker view. That's really important. And kind of go over with them what you're going to do and prepare them. And I recommend that you do Zoom. It's the easiest way, even if they're both on their computer or a single computer in their home and you're on your computer. You can even be in the same room or the same house, but different rooms. But anyway, it's easier if you do it with Zoom. It does a great recording. If you want to do it in person, make sure the video gets both the person you're counseling, their face, as well as your face. So you'll have to do a side view, and without two cameras, that's kind of hard. But you should have the individual or couple you're going to be working with. You should have already spent a few minutes practicing with them and giving them an idea of what it's going to be like. Then when you're ready, what you're going to do is to get to the TEMP with the individual or with each member of the couple, with the man and the woman. And then if you do an individual, after you do TEMP, you're going to organize what you just did with them. And if you do a couple, you'll do his TEMP, her TEMP, and then you'll put them both together and organize that. So, 4 basic things that you're going to be expected to do. 1, identify the emotional dance. That's the negative cycle. And you'll be doing that by describing the TEMP for either the individual or for the couple. Then you're going to be using in that video certain interventions like validation, reframing, using the tango or an enactment, restructuring the cycle with them or assessing the cycle with them. Anything that you're doing to bring them out and help them get to the negative cycle is going to be a kind of an intervention. You can go back and listen to my wife's video. I think it's assessment interventions videos 3 and 4. So you're going to be using interventions, and then you're going to be moving towards an outcome, which for you is going to be just trying to organize what TEMP looks like for them. And then when you do the critique and evaluation, you're going to be taking the 4 main parts of the video, and you're going to be describing their emotional dance. In other words, describing his T, her T, his E, her E, M, P, and how they come together in an organized fashion. Secondly, in the critique evaluation, you're going to describe your interventions. You're going to put down what kinds of interventions you did in that particular video. Third thing you're going to do is you're going to give an overview of the outcome. How do you feel the session ended? What was the outcome of that session? And then spend a few minutes and identify your strengths and growth areas in this experience. So please use headings for these 4 sections. So heading 1, the emotional dance. Heading 2, interventions. Heading 3, outcome. Heading 4, strengths and growth areas. It needs to be at least 3 to 5 pages. I would say 4 is right on the target. If it's 3, it's probably not quite enough. If it's 5, you've probably done plenty. We are looking at Turabian style, Anything that you might use to talk about what you did in the way of a reference, you'll need to cite that, but you don't need citations for any of this. And it's 100 points. And so the 100 points is going to be the total points for this assignment. And basically, it's not 100 for each part, 100 total, but it's graded as one part. So I think that's the most important thing to consider as you're looking towards this. So if you have any questions, please follow our chats. The next few weeks as we work towards the midterm, I'm going to be giving some tips and some examples and some role plays in what we're looking for. So I hope that's helpful. And next week's spring break, so enjoy.